fam, welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about jargon. So jargon is really the words, the phrases, the language we use that is specific to our field. And I know when you work in a specific field, that language kind of becomes second nature. You're used to it, you understand what you're saying, and those that you work with understand exactly what you're saying too. But when we're thinking about our customer experience and the people that we're going to work with, we have to put our minds in a different mode, right? So usually the people that come to work with us, they may not necessarily be familiar with all the jargon that is relevant to your field. I mean, that can vary, but typically they may not know all the jargon. And they're coming to you because you have an expertise that they know that they need. This is not their strongest suit, but they also need to be able to understand what you're saying to some degree so that they know how they need to move forward and that they're able to make better decisions. So how can you support them in being able to do that? What can you do to make their experience in working with you clear, understandable, easy? You know, what can you do to support that? So in order for them to understand what you're doing and for you to be on the same page, you have to use language that is common. So if you are an accountant, you may talk about balance sheets, debit and credit, and you know, those kind of phrases that are unique to your field. If you're a lawyer, you may be talking about prosecution and what are they say? I'm not a lawyer. The prosecution and who is the defendant and you know, all the nuances of the law. For me, I could be talking about using journey mapping and all sorts of other different tools. And it's not to downplay what the significance of what your knowledge is and the benefits of those things, but it's just that in that situation you would be talking to people but not communicating because there is no understanding on the other side. So in order to make things clear for your customers, we need to ensure that the language that we're putting forward is something that is easy for them to understand, so they know exactly what you are giving, what their expectations should be, right? So you can a way to do that is to talk about things in terms of situations or just use layman terms instead of using the jargon that you are familiar with. So it does require your brain to come out of industry mode or showcasing all my knowledge and skills as it relates to my industry and moving toward just trying to have a clear conversation. So for me, I may not talk about journey mapping. I will say what we're going to do is look at your processes and pinpoint areas that we can improve. Granted, that is not a full definition of what journey mapping is and all of that, but I am talking to you in a way that you can easily understand. And as the conversation progresses, I'll explain more about what that is, the benefits and how long it takes, etc. But taking out the jargon and just talking to people in words and phrases that are easily understandable is one quick way to eliminate cross communication. It's a good way to improve clarity, it's a good way to improve understanding, and it's a good way to bring people in. They will feel like, you know, you are there to support them, you understand what they're saying, and they're understanding what you are saying. So in your communications to your customers who are not as savvy as you in that particular field, whether it be on your website or in things that you post on your social media, or so, think about the language that you're using and try to ensure that what you're putting forward is going to actually allow people to understand so they can figure out whether or not this is something that they need. So people in finance, etc., try to drop the jargon, use language that people understand so they can have a better experience with you, and at the end of the day you reap the rewards of that better experience. I hope you enjoyed the video and it brought you great value. Please remember to share, like, comment, subscribe, and let's continue to improve our customer experiences together. Have a great day. Talk soon.